The legend began on a quiet Tennessee road where a sheriff, once praised as a fearless crime fighter, told the world he and his wife were attacked in the dark. The story shaped his image for decades. A hero, a fighter, a symbol of justice, all born from a single night that changed everything. But as time passed, the truth did not sleep. It waited, and now it has returned. It was August 1967, warm, silent, and still. Pauline Pusser sat in the passenger seat with her husband, Sheriff Buford Pusser, beside her. Moments later, gunfire. A story of an ambush, a tragedy that shocked the state. Pauline died, and Buford survived with wounds that became part of his legend. People embraced the tale without question. Movies followed, books followed, crowds followed. Walking Tall turned the sheriff into an icon, and the truth slipped further into the shadows. Years later, during a cold case review, investigators opened old files. The Pusser case stood out. Something was off. Statements did not match. Evidence did not align. Timelines felt loose, too loose. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation decided to examine the case with modern tools, and the first major step was bold. They exhumed Pauline's body. The results shook everything. Forensic work revealed that Pauline's wounds did not match the ambush story. The angle did not match. The distance did not match. The scene itself did not match. Examiners found signs that pointed to a staged event. They concluded she was likely shot outside the car, then placed inside. Buford's own wound raised more questions. It showed traits that looked closer to a self-inflicted injury. Combined with the new findings, the original story began to fall apart. Investigators also uncovered signs of domestic conflict, along with records that hinted at tension inside the marriage. Old reports and forgotten notes aligned with the new analysis. And when everything was compared side by side, a new picture formed. After months of work, prosecutors reviewed every detail. Their conclusion was clear. If Buford Pusser were alive today, they would present the case for murder. They said the evidence reached the level of probable cause. This was not rumor. This was not speculation. It was the revolt of methodical forensic review. The announcement split the community. Some defended the legend. Others felt relief that Pauline's story was finally rising. Reporters pressed for more details. Forensic teams answered with calm clarity. They traced bullet paths. They studied movements inside and outside the vehicle. They reviewed contradictions in Buford's own accounts. Each finding pulled the story further from the version told decades ago. But the investigation did not stop there. The TBI searched for weapons linked to Buford. They contacted surviving witnesses. They reviewed old files tied to domestic incidents. They studied records connected to guns he owned. What they found strengthened the case. Many files from the original era had gaps. Some statements were incomplete. Some documents were never reviewed with modern methods. But enough remained to move the case forward. And a major file release is coming. These documents will be made public through the University of Tennessee at Martin. They include police notes, forensic summaries, interviews, and details that never reached the public. When these files go public, the story will change again. People are asking harder questions. Why was the original investigation so limited? Who pushed the ambush story forward? What evidence was ignored? Why did the legend rise while Pauline's truth stayed buried? Some believe organized crime targeted Buford. Others believe the forensic findings speak louder than memory. Some say the case is too old to judge. Others say justice has no expiration. What is clear is that modern forensic work has exposed details hidden for half a century. And those details strengthened one narrative far more than the others. Pauline's story lived behind the shadow of a hero for 50 years. Now, for the first time, the focus is shifting. The truth is emerging, and the next set of released documents may reveal motive, hidden conflicts, and new timelines that never reached the light. The case is not finished. Investigators are not finished, and the truth is not finished. This story is unfolding in real time, and the next update could change everything people believed about the rise, the fall, and the truth behind the legend of Buford Pusser. Stay close to this story. More details are coming, and the next revelation might be the one that finally breaks the myth and brings the full truth into view.